What's up everyone, my name is Anthony and in this video I'm going to do a comprehensive update of the status of the broader markets and then dive into some specific stock picks from previous videos and give my updates on them as well as what I see happening over the next couple of days or so. So first of all, before we get started, I just wanted to apologize for the delay in getting this video out to you. Um, we have a lot of price action to talk about this video. I'm going to try to do exactly that and give every single detail of what happened over the past week or so and what's going to happen over the next week. So if you don't remember from the last video, we were right here around the all-time highs on the SP 500 index. We were sitting right here at the wave 3 top, and I was saying that we were going to have a wave 4 correction downwards, and that would most likely take on a complex correction or a WXY pattern. And that is exactly what we got. And so as you can see here, we were sitting right at all-time highs, and then I said we would drop, and we did, and we had a WXY downwards, a very significant retracement. I think we dropped around 3.5%, so that is a very significant drop, especially in the S&P 500. And we were there to play puts on this as it was falling, especially in this kind of choppy area. And so that was really good profits taken. And then we bounced upwards for the wave 5, and that's what I was also saying was going to happen. That after we bounce or fall down for this wave 4, we were going to come up for this wave 5, as you can see here. And this is all of what I've been saying in a bunch of videos in the past. And so far, everything is still the same. Everything's looking good. And right now we're working on that wave 5, and I've kind of started to subdivide that a little bit, and I'll dive into more of the details in a bit. But for now, just to review what's happened previously, we came up here to the all-time highs around 437, 438, and once again, that is exactly the same levels that we've been saying would be the relative top of this wave 3, and then we would form a complex correction. So this just means that we have a WXY forming, and as you can see here, this move downwards is not very simple. It's very choppy and up and down, and that's exactly what we got and predicted. So we have this WXY to form the W wave, and as you can see, these W waves take on an ABC, this X is also an ABC, and similarly this Y is an ABC downwards, which forms the W, and then an X, and as you can see here, when we form this X wave, we have a very significant gap up, and then a huge retracement of just that entire upside, and that's exactly what we were saying would happen for the X waves. And that's pretty much whenever you see a failed impulse, this is like going to happen in maybe like 70 to 80% of the situations. And we've had that previously in the index, but once again, we just see it again. And then we fell for a WXY. So W here, X upwards, and then a gap down for that Y wave to finish off the complex correction. And that completed our wave 4. So now we're working on this wave 5 in gold and yellow. And I believe that this will be the last little bit of upside that we get before we start hitting bear markets. And still, the time set for that is working out perfectly. So I've always said that the bear markets will happen in sometime in July, August. And right now, everything is structured perfectly to happen around that time. We could even finish this wave 5 before the start of August. However, that does not really necessarily happen. We could still have it happen, this drop in August. But right now, the way that the wave counts are unfolding and that we've already entered the wave 5 from what it looks like with current price action, the time aspect looks spot on. So we've also been playing calls for this wave 5 and just bullish positions, so put credit spreads. And I can actually show you some of the Robinhood. So this is the account that I previously mentioned in the last video and kind of give some updates. So we're doing very well in this. We've made a lot of good money off recent plays. So I think we started around 30,000-ish, and now we're almost 40,000. So that's a pretty good game. I can show you all the timelines. So kind of just flatlined here, and then we just been really going off of the plays. And I think I haven't really been going that much into leverage as I wanted to for the previous plays, but I will still definitely take these gains. And right now, I also want to talk about AMC in the future. We've also bought some AMC, and I've taken some profits on positions on the S&P 500, and I'll go into exactly what we did. So once we got here at the bottom, when we dropped here around like 3.5%, as you know, the implied volatility is very high. So what we want to do is take on some kind of credit spread, and that's what we did here. I've kind of canceled out and taken profits on most of them. I think I'm holding 15 for now, but as you can see, they're very profitable, and these ones I think are almost 100% profit. So it doesn't really matter whether you hold them or not. Pretty much SPY just needs to stay above 420 for them to be full profit. So I just decided to kind of sell them off right now. And yeah, so these are what we've been playing. Really good profits there. I think we made around $4,000 to $5,000 just off those spreads, off this upside. And we also played puts on the downside. I'm not holding the position anymore, obviously. But yeah, I think those made around a couple thousand or a few $1,000s as well, just from playing puts throughout this complex correction. So now I'm looking for, if we zoom out, let's zoom down to the 1 minute time frame on SPY. So first of all, when we start this wave 5, what I do see potentially happening is this count unfolding. So a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. And within this wave 5, we had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then obviously within this wave 5, we had another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just a lot of nested wave 5s for this wave 1. And as you can see, there's kind of like an ending diagonal forming here. It's a little bit unclear exactly what level we're going to stop at. I do have a 1-to-1 extension at 435. But right now, the risk to reward on any positions is not really worth taking. I do think I did enter a very, very small put position just to kind of keep track of the index and how it's doing. I would not recommend getting into puts at this time. The risk to reward is very bad at these levels for any position. I would say just wait and see what's going to happen for price action. And what we could get unfolding is some sort of ending diagonal to finish off this fifth wave in gold and yellow. And what that would look like is this kind of structure. So we see a very harsh retracement for wave 2, very kind of like this structure. What you would end up having to do is draw trend lines like this and trend line upwards. So some sort of diagonal formation, and that's very common for wave 5, especially at the end of the bull market. So it's going to be a little bit choppy as we go up here, and I'm just trying to see if we can catch some of the downside on the wave 2, and then upwards for wave 3, downwards for wave 4, and then upwards for wave 5. And then my final price target for SPY, first conservative one, will be 438, 439. So just kind of revisiting that all-time highs. And if we do get up there, we'll see what happens, and we'll make decisions off of that area. But as we get closer to these price targets, I would say it's a very good risk to reward to start entering some long-dated puts, especially to try to capture this downside expected for the bear markets right here. So after we finish this nested wave 5, we can start to expect the bear markets to hit. And there are some Fed meetings coming up next week or in a couple of weeks, or a lot of Fed meetings, and that could be the possible catalyst to actually trigger this sell-off. So right now, I'm still bullish for this wave 5, and I want to see some kind of ending diagonal formation that would make a lot of sense, especially at the end of the bull market. And right now, the risk to reward on any type of bullish or bearish position is not high, so I'm just going to sit on the sidelines for a bit and just watch what's happening. And we've already made a lot of profits off the up and down motion over here, and so yeah, this keeping an eye on the SP500. Not making any plays right now, but that's just a comprehensive update of what we've been seeing over the past week or so. So now for the Nasdaq, this is the triple Qs. We do have exactly what we've been expecting, a wave 4 forming here, and this similarly looks like a complex correction or some kind of expanded flat, just WXY, or you could draw it as an ABC as well. But we're coming down for a wave 4. We touched some key Fibonacci retracement zones. Now it looks like we're trying to push up for that wave 5. So everything in terms of the tech sector is working just as planned. I think we could actually start to get into some bullish positions if I do see some kind of wave 2 pullback within this wave 5. So something like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and maybe I'll consider entering some bullish positions. But right now, the S&P 500, if we do see some ending diagonal forming, that is also a really good opportunity for some calls. So overall, everything's looking good, just as planned for Nasdaq and S&P 500. So now I want to go into some specific stock picks. In my past video, I mentioned Nvidia, and this has actually been playing out very well. I haven't traded this, but we've been saying in the past videos that we were forming some kind of impulsive waves to the upside for this wave 5. So as you can see here, we have a wave 1 up, wave 2 down, wave 3 up, complex correction for wave 4, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to form this wave 5. So this is the main count, and this would kind of state that we are coming up for more upside, and the targets here can be pretty high. We can set it to, if I show you the Fibonacci extension tools, so down here, we could target 226, so that is some decent upside, 15% more, just if you get a 1-to-1 extension of this wave 1. So I want to prefer this bullish count, but I need to see a retracement to a little bit higher up here before I can confirm that we're in a wave 5, because there is the existence of an alternate count, and I can show you exactly what that is here. So we have a wave 1 down. We moved this earlier, and then this would be the wave 3, wave 4, and then this would be the top of the wave 5. And right now, we're actually working on an ABC downwards. So you want to avoid being caught up in that. I don't think that's the case. That's just a possible alternate count, but I want to keep that in mind before entering any bullish positions on the stock. So if we do have this wave count here, the main wave count that I prefer, then we can definitely target some calls on this stock, and we can have some good upside in the future. But that's just going to be on my watch list. pretty much confirmation, all we need to do is just see the stock go above this level. So if we, right here, so we want to see Nvidia go and close above 196. If we can comfortably stay above this level, then I think we have entered the wave 5, and this count is valid. So just keep an eye on that. I will be posting any signals, obviously, in the Discord if I do see any good trade opportunities. So next, I want to go into AMC. So this is a really good stock, big winner for us, and I'm currently in shares for AMC, and we actually did manage to catch pretty much the very bottom right here around, I think we're a cost average or something around 33. So that's pretty much catching like right around where it bottomed out for the wave 4, and now it looks like we're moving up impulsively for that wave 5. And this is what I've been saying previously for AMC. Our buy zone has always been set here, and we finally hit some of the key areas, and we did get a really good dip buy. And now I think our shares today is down a little bit, but overall the shares are up, like been up 20 to 30%. It's very nice, and we look like we're entering that wave 5 right here. So still bullish on the stock. I think we could hit some conservative price targets around 60. So if we look at what the stock is doing right now, we bottomed out at the wave 4, and then we had a wave 1 up, wave 2 down, wave 3 up, wave 4 down, and wave 5 up. And we're currently working on that wave 2 from what it looks like. So maybe another buying opportunity around some of these Fibonacci zones from 37 to 38, just to keep an eye on. I could possibly add more to my position, but right now I'm just kind of watching and seeing what's happening and just kind of enjoying the low cost average that we have in the Discord for now. So that's going to be updates on AMC. Still bullish, everything working just as planned. So now we'll go into the VIX, which is the fear index. And in the previous video, I also mentioned how we would expect to see a spike in the VIX for this wave 4 in the SP500, and that's exactly what we got. And now we're coming down to touch some of the trend lines that I mentioned. And the reason why I draw these is to show that there is more possibility for upside in the indexes if our VIX is hovering above these trend lines. So we could possibly come down and react with these zones, maybe fall under and then go towards these 13 areas. However, if we do get an ending diagonal, this is the wrong one, sorry. If we do get an ending diagonal formation for the wave 5, so wave 1 up, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's going to be pretty choppy, and it might add some volatility to the index. So maybe we would not see a touch of the 13, but overall there is more downside to the VIX that we can expect in the future. So that just points to the bullishness that we're expecting in the indexes after we get a minor wave 2 retracement within this wave 5. So still bullish, but looking for good buying opportunities in the future. And right now we're invested in AMC, looking for a buying opportunity in Nvidia, Nasdaq also looking for a buy opportunity, and same for the SP500. So that's just going to be a comprehensive update of everything so far. And of course, I'll always post my analysis and up-to-date analysis and wave counts in the Discord. So be sure to join that if you haven't done so already. And everything's looking super good so far, and I'll always keep you updated with what's going on there. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.